Well, here he is. I got you.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah. Goodbye, Detroit. Goodbye, Big Tire. Hello, Big Apple. Is your job?
He's got all his stuff. Look, he even brought his Clio. Crazy, man.
I like to teach the world to sing. Sing with me. Perfect harmony. Perfect harmony. I like to buy the world a Coke and keep it company. That's the real.
Bill Backer was happily drinking Coca-Cola, and he penned the line, I'd like to buy the world a Coke and keep it company. Sitting in an airport on a napkin, he wrote it. There were two guys in England, Cook and Greenaway, who had a lovely melody, which was so simple, and it was so beautiful. I thought that it would be interesting to do a united chorus of the world. Tepidly, they liked it. I thought it was really pretty good. Of course, the rest is history. People were humming it. Coke got 100,000 letters from people saying that they loved it. It matched their personality perfectly with the brand. I worked in New York from about 1964 to, about 20 years. I'm retired, but I miss the action. I miss the Sturm und Drang. Somebody said, are your creative juices flowing? I said, not only that, they're the only ones. All I know of Google is the search engine. I use it mostly for email and to look up all my aches and pains and what disease I think I probably have and are going to die from. I see the banners. It looks to me like you were in an ad agency, you could do it in the morning. To have something go whoop and maybe whoop. So I'm baffled. I don't understand, and I'm going to find out. My problem is absolute ignorance.
Morning.
Hi. How are you? Fine. Please be seated. I'm Harvey, one of the 6 grand old men of advertising.
When you created Hilltop, what was that thought? What was that one thing that you kind of said, okay, this is now taking it from something that's okay to something that's really great? Because Hilltop had like a real message and an insight.
I don't really have that one. I can tell you how it came about, which is mostly instinctive. It talks about the world, but it really speaks to one person. I took the temerity of doing a scribble. What would be the best way of doing it? Should I do it on the board here?
Yeah.
I want to buy the world a home and furnish it with love. Grow apple trees, honeybees, snow white, turtle doves. Well, the most important thing is that we get enough people in here. The rest of the stuff, the doves and all that stuff, the real subject of Buy the World is the people.
How do you feel about maybe, instead of showing the people, is there anything to like connecting people?
Yeah. Keep it warm. You know better than I do how to start connecting people. How about your mother-in-law? I don't know, it wouldn't be her. But how would you connect to people? You could just literally put 2 people together.
Because it's done at scale and because it's done in real time, you can say, wouldn't it be nice? And then you can show how many people are connecting
Like in
every second, every minute. And you can show this beautiful spider of it starts with one person who connects with his boss, who connects with his mailman, and it grows and grows and grows.
You gave it another tier now.
Good morning.
If you are consuming and interacting with my brand and my content on a tablet, the things you would expect the ad to do will be slightly different than what you would expect on a laptop and on a phone. And based on the device, I also know a little bit about what kind of environment you might be in.
That's hard for me to grasp.
A mobile ad finds you at the right time, at the right place, and is personally interactive.
Wow, very good. Yeah.
So I would love to see, how we can harness such a, interactive moment into some of the ad campaigns that we're thinking about.
It's really fun.
Yeah.
The point is, if a man who barely understands what internet is can come in, sit with us for 48 hours, play with the iPad for the first time, and then come up with an idea of how his work from 40 years ago is going to be translated into a display ad still makes sense and actually advance the idea. I mean, that's fascinating.
Okay, so let's start over.
Okay, so maybe let's focus on this.
The first thing which most creative people would deny is a little bit of insecurity and fear. And that can make you work a little harder because you've got to present stuff to the client. My own impetus is a little bit of insecurity. Can you do it, champ? And it makes you, the neurotic part of me makes you work much harder. Maybe it's even a super.
Yes.
I don't have a particular way of working. I read the strategy, do all the research, it's a stream of consciousness, etc., etc. What inspires me is to recreate the feeling you get when you think you've nailed a creative project, and it's a rush. The creative moment is instantaneous, and it's the greatest feeling in the world. You're in flow, they call it. We're in flow with them. We're just fine.
All right.
That's great. If you're working with a partner, you say something, he hits the bullseye. He gets excited, and pretty soon you have something on the table that the world never saw before.
Harvey and Matt. Matt's in Paris, Harvey's on his computer in New York City.
Gotcha.
And when you click this banner, this comes out.
You can do that?
We can do this.
That's very good. Oh my God. Oh my God. From what? Holy cow.
Harvey, I wanted to introduce you to Jackie.
Jackie, nice to see you.
Nice
Heard a lot
to meet
about
you.
you.
I've
Nice to
heard
meet
a lot
you.
more about you than you probably heard about me.
Thank you. Well, 40 years ago, Bill Backer and myself had a wish. And the wish would be to buy the world a Coke. So 40 long years have passed, and I've lived long enough to know that now we can deliver that pitch tomorrow. I want to buy the world a Coke and furnish it with love. Grow apple trees and honeybees and snow white turtle doves. You know what a great 125-year-old soft drink needs? Bang, click, bang, click. A little magic.
This will be not only a banner on the internet, but also we will have a functioning vending machine that is synced with the internet. You pick where you want to send it, and all the way across the world, the Coke will come out of the machine with a message from it, who it is from.
We're actually sending the Coke to Paris. From my generation, that's absolutely science fiction.
I'd love to hear your thoughts, like any comments, anything, any feedback.
I mean, to be honest, it's really overwhelming, Harvey, to hear you kind of take something that's so iconic that you created and bring it to life in such a modern way. I love that you didn't touch the song and you kept it exactly as it was. It's how it should be. I mean, it's wonderful. It's beautiful.
Do you think this is something from our standpoint that we should move forward and try and, make it happen?
Absolutely, it's an idea that can move forward.
Thank you.
It was good. It was so good.
Argentina. Here's a small gift from me. I'm Nelly from Cape Town. Bye.
Nelly de Cape Town, mando un beso de Buenos Aires y espero que la pases tan bien como yo.
Oh my God, that's so great.
What Google did was very creative. They said, what would happen if we married the best of the old and the best of the new? No one ever did that before. Still pretty good.